welcome to Miss Echinacea. She's pretty tall, as you can see. I'm standing here, I'm 5'3¼ roughly, and she's been blooming for a while. So I've been allowing the pollinators to enjoy, but we've got quite a bit. And I wanted to talk to you about if your Echinacea has only been in the ground for 2 years, 1 year or 2 years, you don't harvest the root. You wait till the 3rd year. Echinacea is a wonderful stimulant to your immune system. I'm actually really embracing Echinacea again this year. I don't talk about it enough, but when taking on an onset of a cold, flu, or feeling something's off, it immediately gets into your system and helps fight off that infection. I know a lot of kids do really well on Echinacea over some other antivirals that we offer. So Echinacea tends to be gentle but effective. It's long history of being a native medicine to use even in snake bites. They would chew the root and put it on snake bites, spider bites, anything as such. But here at Cindi's Sacred Garden, and welcome, by the way, I'm Cindi, and it's early morning and I love being out here at this time. The bees are out, it's cool. The sun isn't shining on me, making it hard to do a video. It's just a lovely time to be one with nature. But as I digress on that, basically, you can harvest the tops and the leaves so that you can also you can do that with tincturing or a tea of the flowers and the leaves. It's a little more gentle. It offers more feminine balance to a cold that's like super harsh on you, and you need some mothering or grandmothering or auntie love. It brings it to you. And that's the lovely part of Echinacea, is the tops are the feminine, and this is where all the energy is right now anyways. So we wouldn't want to harvest the roots until the flowers die and the plant goes back into almost becoming dormant for the season. Next year, however, I will be harvesting the roots and dividing them up so that I continue to have Echinacea growing throughout the year, every season. So basically what you want to know is don't go for an old Echinacea. That's, you know, look at the leaves, the flowers. You can still, oh, I got a bee right by my head. You can still use those flowers in tea if you would like, but they're kind of chewed, and this one's a little more older. I would still use it, never waste. And by pruning this back, you're also encouraging new growth, like here. So I already pruned this one back. This one's gonna get pruned, and I'll show you why. So these are pretty woody stems. I'm gonna go back to the second brack. And this one, the flowers are starting, you know, they have holes in it, but I can still use the leaves. So I would just pull them off like this. I have a basket somewhere behind me, I'll show it to you, and clip off the flower. You can, because it's early morning, I'll wait to dry this up. It still has a little moisture in it, the stem of it, and I'll chop this up as well too and use this into the aerial tops of Echinacea for teas, and even some in our elderberry syrup. So a prime example of what you would want is more of this fresh new flower. It's lighter pink in color. I have lots of babies on here, and in this case I'm only going to take it back to its second bottom leaf, and then these right here will flower for me. So I'm trimming the bush back. This is a really lovely flower. to be using. And then I cut the flower off. And I let the stem dry a little bit, and then I'll cut it. So this is how you take care of your echinacea and also promote new growth throughout the season. If you don't trim it back, then you'll just get tall, leggy stems with few flowers. So that's really an important piece to know. This is, yeah, see, this one's a prime example of one that's ready to go. And you can see that. I'll save those for me. I don't mind. And having this in my own stash with the leaves being really turning light. And I'm going to save some of these flower cones, and that's the best thing to do at the end of the year, is make sure you leave some on your plant that will go to seed, and you just put it in once it's the seeds are in the cone, which means the plant has dried. The flower looks brown, shriveled, papery. You would take the seeds and put them in late fall into your soil, and so that way in spring you'll have new plants. You don't have to go buy plants. You just reseed your echinacea. And the best part with any plant is that if it's growing successfully in your garden, save the seeds, because it has become, this is 2 years, it is doing phenomenally well. I want to replant this plant. It has naturalized for my soil. It likes the growing spot. And so I will spread more seeds throughout here next year because it likes this area and does well. All right, everyone, here is a little tip on how to harvest your echinacea. I hope everyone has a great day. Happy life, happy gardening.